SEO this week, hey everyone. This is episode 64 of SEO this week. Now, I planned on starting this thing at 5 o'clock today. Needless to say, I'm a little late, but it's okay because we're going to make up for it with some good information that will hopefully help you out. And more specifically, we're going to continue on our path to building a website. Now, if you don't remember from last week, we kind of dumped the latest news and updates kind of format, and I'll still do that, but I want to more focus on some stuff that you can actually turn into some actionable advice and etc. And I can get a project out of the way. One of those projects is starting to do more PPL. I think it's a good model. A lot of business owners are kind of catching on to that, with Angie's List and Home Advisor. They're kind of getting used to that, but they only want, their own specific provider. So then that's where the PPL market came in place. And I really haven't gotten into it all that much. So I thought I'd try my hand at it. And then at the same time, give you some advice on how I would go about it. And maybe we learn a little bit from each other. So with that being said, last week we looked at our niche, and we decided to go with roofing. And this week we're going to actually start picking our domain name. I like to do expired domains only because I can get existing backlink profiles. Auction domains are also great for that. And the benefit of that is you don't have to start off fresh. You have at least a little bit of juice there. If you pick them up in auction, they might actually have some, a little bit of authority and trust with Google, so it makes it a little bit easier. And and depending on how old the domain is, you can get some pretty cool benefits out of it. For example, I started a website for an affiliate market, and it bought a 13-year-old domain. I think it's like 17 years old now. And it still gets traffic and ranks pretty well on its own. I took that site down. I need to rebuild it, but I think this is a really good way to do things. You can start with a fresh domain. There's nothing that says you can't, especially if you're going to do a long-term project and keep it under that same brand. And it's always going to be for that. Like if I was going to do a directory site right now, I would make a brand on a brand new site. But if I was doing a near me site, then obviously I want to see if I can get an EMD or a PMD for that EMD term. And if I have to, the best way to do that is kind of go find some that are there. You may in doing it this way, you may run into a situation that you pick up a penalized domain. I can tell you that I've never run into that, but I'm not to say that it's not going to happen. It's just a risk. There are some things you can do to mitigate that whole thing. For the most part, though, I think I'll steer you in the right direction to knock it out in the safest way possible. So, with that being said, let me go ahead. I'm going to start a thing for domains. We are going to go. I'm going to show you the whole, just in case my software starts working. So here we go. So this is a Verified's domain scope. It's actually a really cool site. We've gone over this before in some other shows talking about traffic tips, etc. that I got at SEO Rockstars. I use this, just to find ideas. Now it says available with traffic. That's really the point that we're looking for, is domains with available with traffic. This is DNS traffic, though. So we've bought domains from here, and the DNS traffic says there's a whole bunch, and then some we don't see any. In the inverse in that, it's just, it's helpful to find domains that are if it has traffic, then that's great. Let's try it out, right? So let's give it the benefit of the doubt, and if it's a cool name, then we'll go with that too. The other site I like to use is expireddomains.net. This one's free. Also, you do have to sign up nowadays, especially if you want to do like exporting, etc. And then finally, I'm going to go with GoDaddy Auctions. So in order to get this one up, we're just going to go ahead and start doing a search real quick. And I know I want my domain name to say roofing somewhere in there. There we go. I got tons of them. So I'm going to filter, and it's got to contain roofing. Most of those do, so I'm going to leave that there. Let's look at some more of these metrics. Deleted domains. That'll make our list pretty big. Let's go AdWords and SEO. Let's go to, I don't want that. Down this. And I'm going to set it at this. Minimum of $4.99. And then I want to go to Majestic, and I want to set a minimum of 15. And I don't care about that. They don't have referring domains. It's existing backlinks, so that kind of messes us up a little bit. Very cool. So just to recap, trust flow 15, minimum traffic $4.99. Let's go. I only want .coms, .nets. Just kind of filter that out a little bit more. English words. Don't necessarily care about geos because we're going to do a national site. In the long run, when we build this out, we're going to actually start in one city. And we picked that city last week. It was Miami, but for the purposes of buying, we're going to leave it like that. Let's apply this filter. Ooh, look at that. 0 domains. So let's go show the filter. And then we start removing stuff. Let's do this. Apply the filter. 0 domains. Show the filter. Let's go here. Apply the filter. 0 domains. Show the filter. Kind of want one with traffic though, so remember, so that's why I'm doing this. I want to find one with traffic. And if SEMrush still shows traffic, we might have a chance. Yeah, obviously, are we going to get one all the time with traffic? I doubt it. But at least, this is the effort it takes. It's not all that much, so just clicking a couple buttons. Hudson Valley Roofing. There we go. Let's see. Who is creation is 2004. 2004 is the first birthday. 41 Carl's in archive. Let's see here. Cost per click. It's on back order and Namejet. So we can open that up. Yeah, no, this. I want to go here, and I want to open this up in another tab. Event search. I need to find a way to open this up in another tab. Come on, killing me here. Open a new tab. Let's see if it's available. It says it's on back order there, so it is taken. And there's some things there, so that sucks. I don't want to mess around with having to fight with Namejet. It just, that site's pretty expensive. You put it on back order. It's closing in 25 days. They might redo it, and then if they do, then I just wasted 25 days waiting for a site for a domain that's not gonna. That I'm not gonna get. I had to start this whole process all over again. So let's do 25. There's weather roofing, and that one's available. Weatherproofing experts. So that's not going to do us any good. It might. Let's see what they had on there. Web archive. Let's look at this. Let's check this snapshot out. Roofing company in the Northwest. Weatherproofing experts. Arkansas. Northwest Arkansas. So we can actually I don't much like it because it's weatherproofing. But let's leave that in our pocket for now. I think this might be an option for us. MorrisRoofing.net 2013 is what here. First found in archive.org is 2013. That's here. There's only 16. Still, this one, it's the good one. But that was on back order too. So, all right. So we're going to clear this filter again. Go in here. I'm going to put Majestic back. I'm raising it to 20. Value Roofing, TTLDs, 1998. It's available for GoDaddy for $1,000. And we're not spending $1,000 on this. Let's go 15. If you're going to filter crush flow, my limit is always 15. I won't go back on that. So $9. What is this one? Allentown Roofing. Vulcan Waterproofing, Rising Vamp for Waterproofing. Again, nothing that really speaks to me. Let's go back here. I'm not going to use this anymore. Where's an SEO? Let's see. SEO kicks domain popularity. Never even heard of it. So apply the filter. Metal roofing. Now I need to show the filter. Additional.com. Apply the filter. 38,000 domains. That's awesome. Let's see. I want the oldest ones. I'm going to click this. National Weatherproofing. $5,000. Let's go filter. Let's see. Additional. I want these stupid domains to be free. Where's the domain? Where is that one? I thought it was in here. Click see index. Deleted domains. I'm going to do this, make it a little bit easier. So we'll apply the filter. All right, so there's the oldest. And we're just going to click through your pages. It's only 600 of them, so I don't want any of those because they all cost money. Here's one, roofing knife, A-Tech Roofing. So that one might be interesting. 2006. What are we looking at here? Global monthly searches, AdWords competition. So A-Tech Roofing. Open a new tab. Roofing knife will open a new tab. Don't want any of those. $20. We can look at that one. $12. Ozark Waterproofing. It's interesting that a lot of these are waterproofing. Roofing Arizona. That'd be cool if we were going to stay in Arizona, but no, we're not. We're going to go over Paul Forrester Roofing. That's another one. Jordan Roofing Indy. I don't like that one. What do we got here? Waterproofing Experts, Weatherproofing Experts. That's the other one that we were looking at before. So I'm going to open that one just so I save it. Sandoval Roofing, Jacksonville United Residential Roofing. That's a good one. And Sandoval Roofing is a good one. Badger State Roofing. And you see how I started with the old. I really want an older domain, so this is probably where I'm going to stop. Metamorphose Roofing. That's a dumb name. 2011 General Roofing Systems. Commercial Suicide Proofing. Interesting. General Roofing Systems 24. Way back. Right, this is way back. Who is? And first found an archive. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that one. Let's do one more set. I don't want to go back too far. 2010, 2011 is probably going to be good for us. Davy Roofing. This is an interesting one. Let's see if there's anything in 2012 just to be safe. North Great, Star Roofing, Allentown, Seaclad, Kind Roofing. Nothing. Nothing. This is 2013. Not interested in this. Okay, so all right, so that's how we kind of look at expired domains.net. Here's weatherproofing experts. We looked at that one. It's not too bad. Let's see. Buy it now price. A Tech Roofing. Interesting name. Let's examine it a little bit. And A Tech Roofing. 6 referring backlinks. It's not spammed out. Go to google.com, atechroofing.com. Not indexed. Let's go here. Not indexed. So Atech Roofing is not bad, and it's only $9. Roofing knife. Well, let's do one more thing. Once you go to the way back. archive.org.web. Look at browse history, Atech Roofing. Let's see what it was last. 200. Let's see. 2016. 302 response. Let's go here. "24-hour emergency." Oh, this was a great website. All right, let's go to 2009. Let's see what the next one looks like. It stayed. 2007 is the same. It's the same. And stop responding. So the site, the domain is old, but it just hasn't been used for a while. So we'll put it on the OK list. We'll see what happens. Roofingknife.com. Let's look at that. So let's start with the Google. See if it's indexed. Roofing knives. No. Roofinggnife.com. No. Alright, go to Ahrefs. No data. Nothing's happened with this one. If you want that domain, that might be interesting if you want to start an Amazon site. For ours, it's not useful. Commercialroofingcontractors.com. That's a mouthful. This is a premium. Make an offer, 53 offers. Days left, 69 days. We don't care. PaulFosterRoofing.com. Go next. Look in the Google. My fat fingers must be it. Paul Foster Roofing, Paul Foster Roofing, Paul Foster Roofing. It's in Texas. Paul Foster Roof, Manta. This one might be good. I say that because it's got some backlinks already to it. So if I wanted to, I can create some pages based off of what these are going for. I hit Galveston, Boyd, Texas. Let's see what he did. Doesn't look like any complaints. A+ rating. That's interesting. If that even happens. T-card by now. 9 years. I think I might get that. I like it. Let me go to new tab. Ahrefs. Paul Foster Roofing. Says 10 backlinks. We already know that's not correct. Brand name. It's not spammed out. Maybe they just dropped it. PaulFosterRoofing.com ends at 12 hours and 20 minutes left. Release no creation. Depends on. Add it to the cart. I think I'm gonna get it. All right, so that one looks cool. Weatherproofing experts. That was all right. We're gonna United Residential Roofing. This is another good one to look at. Bid is only $12. 5 days left. Not really interested in auctions right now. Ends at 3/3. 16 hours left. Sandoval Roofing. Let's see what we got going on here. Google.com. Sandoval Roofing. They are a legit company. And for whatever reason, they killed off this domain. So let's look here. Sandoval Roofing. One backlink. Images, leaking proof snow roof. Leaking roof, snow photos. They don't have a lot of backlinks. I don't know why they would let that drop. That's weird. Don't want it though. I like Paul Foster so far. So let's stick with Paul Foster. DavyRoofing.com. It's premium. $50 by now. Let's see why it's premium. Ahrefs. Davy Roofing. see. Let's see. All right, Davy Roofing. Branded Roofers Davy, Florida is relevant to the city. It's relative to Florida. It's already related to Florida. It doesn't have a whole lot of backlinks. Not really that worried about that though. We might get that one. And then I don't need that. We're good there. So, okay, so we got from that list, we got Davy Roofing and we got Paul Foster Roofing. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the cart. I'm going to click on buy now for that. And there is a reason I'm buying two because I can push these together. So there's my payments. And let me go ahead and do this. Complete the purchase. Go to my account. All right, so I got those two. Those are mine. And let's see. Yeah, one was a buy it now, and the other one was add to. So yeah, I think we're all set. I'm just checking this off the camera real quick so I don't look like a complete idiot. Let's see. Account settings, order history, view. Paul Foster Roofing, really good brand. .com renewal, Paul Foster Roofing. And Davy Roofing. So Paul Foster Roofing, I'll get right away. Davy Roofing, I'll have to wait a little bit. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually probably use both. We'll use Davy Roofing first because it's in Florida, and then we'll go on to the Paul Foster Roofing. If we find something that works or we want to try it out with a different site. Okay, so let's look at how to use this thing here. I'm going to use roofing suggestions. And then these are just, they're all available for the most part, unless you have something like this. Great brand names. If you're looking to make some brand names, you want some new sites, just come in here, pop this in, there you go. And you can get some really good ideas, especially for lead gen sites. And then available with traffic. If we're going to go that route, we can come in here and kind of play with this. The issue again is that we don't know if it's real. You know what I mean? It's like DNS traffic is what it's called. So I'm going to clear this up. Let's do that. I only want 9 and 10s. 9 and 10s. 9 and 10s. And I don't need to say a search. So let's see. All stage roofing. That would probably be a good one if we were looking. Let's open it. Roofline Roofing. Again, that was a pretty good name for a national. Southerners Roofing, if you want to just stay south. That kind of stands out to me. And let's see if we can find one more just for giggles. Looking. Nope, don't see nothing. All right, so it's available. It's been available since May. First there, available since May. 7 days, 121 total requests. That means that the DNS has been requested. China, United States 43. So that's not horrible. Would I choose it? We don't know yet. Let's go similar domains. All stage roofing. That's a nice one. So let's look at that one instead. All stage roofing, DNS 121. Yeah, same thing. I'm not even worried about this one. Let's look at it from the perspective like we didn't just buy 2 new domains already. So I'm going to go domains. I want to see in the Google, are we indexed? So indexed, all states roofing, all stage roofing. It's not indexed. Not there, so not even worried about it. Roofline roofing. 159 total requests. Last 7 days is real slow. New tab. The Googles. And not indexed. And I'm only looking for index now because we already bought our domains, right? So I think that's the last one out of that pick. But there's another place you can go. And then finally, if you are adventurous, you can use Scrapebox. I tried to do a Scrapebox run for you guys today, but I have Scrapebox for Mac installed, and the expired domain hunter in that version is garbage. She updated it a few days ago, and in theory, it would have fixed it, but it did not. So, and I'm using my dedicated server for the scrapes right now, so I can't bring that one up. And then also it's called Domain Hunter Gatherer. That's a good expired domain hunter tool. But if you're, you're in a situation like we are, we don't really care about the quality. We're not buying a PBN. We're looking for something branded. If it's got relevance and it's got traffic, then that's great. But as long as it's not spammed out, then really at the end of the day, that's where we're going to go. So I wanted to get some questions. If you guys have any more questions about buying domains or finding domains, just go ahead and leave them in the box. I will say that Gabe asked a good question is, what is your thought process behind making a national site versus a state-specific site? I am doing a national only because I like maintaining 1, 2, 3, 4 properties versus 50. So we all know that roofing is a really good market. And so if I can narrow down, let's say we get Miami good, and then we can duplicate that in 50 capitals or 50 of the next largest cities, I don't have to worry about doing that in a brand new site and carry that domain over and maybe interlink some silos, the top of the silos together, and really kind of kill it after you take over Miami. So we move Miami, then we go to Orlando, and then maybe we go from Orlando to Atlanta and get into Georgia now. So if you think of it that way, that's why you would choose a national site. But if you're just going to stay in Arizona, for example, then Arizona Roofing, a brand like that, or Top Arizona Roofing, or Paul Foster Arizona Roofing, that kind of domain would even be would be good. And you just do it by cities and just kind of stay in your own market, then that's fine too. You're going to be able to do this on a national scale or a state scale. We're going to start off slow. We're going to start off with Miami. We're going to hit those neighborhoods that we identified last week, and then we'll grow and we'll build some more. Get some lessons out of it from Miami. Then maybe we go to Orlando, and then Orlando we go to Tampa, and then Tampa we say Florida Roofing. You know what I mean? So there's plenty of options there to expand upon this in this way. So that's really why I did it. I've made it this day using EMDs, and you kind of get stuck. So as you guys may or may not know, I used to have my agency brand is Olympia SEO. Well, I'm stuck in Olympia, Washington. There's not a whole lot of people here. There's business here, but there's not a whole lot of people here. So when I tried to move the site over to Seattle and Portland and Vancouver and Sacramento, did a little bit of California. It was pretty hard, so that's why I rebranded Digitaleer. And that's, I'm just using that lesson learned into this because, if I can turn leads in Miami, then why can't I turn leads in Seattle? Why can't I turn leads in Sacramento, Portland, or Boise for that matter? And if I can do it all on one site that I know that converts and has some power, then more power to it. Let's see. Another question was from JM. Is it possible to rank top 5 without having lots of reviews if the competitor have a lot? Yep. As a matter of fact, what I like to do is just kind of, when you're talking about that, I'm going to assume you're talking about maps. And since we're going to stay in I want to stay in the maps market or the roofing market. Go Miami. I'm going to go Miami Roofing Companies. And I want to try a trick out. One of the viewers left the other day on my channel. He said, if I go here, and since I want to be in Miami, I'm just going to stick that right on Miami. I'm happy with it. Go down here. Use precise location. Ha! It worked. Look at that. Miami, Florida. Perfect. And then I want to hit the refresh to search. And there's Miami. Now look. Top 2, no reviews. Number 3, 4 reviews. Let's see. 2 reviews, 65 reviews. What is he? Number 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All those people that tell you that reviews are helpful in your rankings, either they're full of shit or the data is just wrong. And I don't know what they're judging that off of. 25 reviews. And he's way down here. 52 reviews. 283 reviews. If a reviews mattered, why is a site with 283? Why is it way down here? Is it proximity to Miami? Could be, because the city center. Well, yeah, the name is over there, so it could be proximity. It could be ghosted. It could be all kinds of things. But let's zoom out some more. 283 reviews. Way down there, 283 reviews. Now it's getting a little bit closer. But still, the number 1 is no reviews. It's a roofing contractor. It's probably a site just like ours. Probably bet money that's just like ours that we're going to make. So I hope that helps your question. Here's where reviews are going to help you out. Which one of these would you trust? The one with no reviews or the one with the stars? It's trust factor. For clicks, CTR, that'll help you out a little bit more, especially if you're dealing with this. If we came in here and we could build one today and get in here and we were competing with these 3 and we were the only ones that have stars, we're going to get more clicks. That's just the bottom line because that trust factor is there. So you want reviews. You want reviews showing down here. You see that they're showing their homepage. We're not branded, right? So we're going to use that the domain, I forget the name of it already. We're going to use that one. It is not branded for Miami, so I can make a location page for Miami Roofing Contractors, and get my review stars showing in here. Because you notice they don't show review stars on these on the home pages anymore. Let's see if they even have structured data on here. Yep, got structured data, but they don't have the right kind. Let's see. There you go. Right off the bat, you're going to be better than, we're going to be better than competition because we're going to do some fast sound SEO stuff. Yep, no internal links. So we can come in here with an internal page, get some review stars, rank in the top 3 to top 5. We'll have some review stars, or get our map listing up. We'll get some review stars that way as well. So that's going to be a good opportunity for us to take over for this term, 1900 search volume. That's where we're going, Miami Roofing. Okay. All right. Any other questions on that? Domains is not really complicated. Don't overthink this crap, especially if you're not building a private blog network. You don't care about backing history. You don't care about what it used to be. so much. You just want to, make sure, like our domains, we know that they used to be roofing companies. Done. One of them is a roofing company in Florida. Done. We don't get all, crazy about picking your domain names. Especially at this early in the project, because if you're going to do that, speaking from experience, you can spend 2 to 3 days going through a whole bunch of domain names, and you're just going to wrap yourself around an axle. You saw what we did. We were using Expired Domain Hunter, and we found some quick ones really quick. Quick ones really quick. We found two good ones really quick that I can build a site on. I can maybe even 301 redirect the other one to the other website, or I can create a sister site somewhere else, or let's say we screw up. Now we get 2 domain names. We don't have to worry about it. AMDs, with Gabe's question is, with the AMD, are you worried about over optimization? A little bit, but not so much in your example, like blawroofing.com and then roofing repair, because it's going to be branded. Paul Foster Roofing is the brand. And then we talked about roof repair. So we wouldn't use roofing repair, right? Naturally, a roof repair probably has a better search volume. So that in the URL up there, I don't have to worry about it. And on the home page, I'm just going to talk about, hey, this is roofing. We offer roofing. Maybe we do weatherproofing, roof repair, those kind of things. We got to look at the services and what we want to offer, and then go from there. But for the most part, I'm not worried about over optimizing it. As a matter of fact, it's Google says, hey, the EMDs don't work, and the SEO gurus all say don't use the EMDs, and frankly, because they don't know how to take care of them. And their standard crap methods of on-page SEO end up, doing the over optimization that you're talking about. In our case, we're going to do it smart. We're going to analyze the competition on the on-page, and when we build our pages out, then we'll know where we're going from there. With that being said, I have the domain. I'll use this next week, make sure that we're going to get it, especially that second one that we bought in auction, because that was to buy it now, and I think it's going to be like 7 days for that to come over. And in the meantime, we will look at making the website, picking a theme. I think we're going to build it in Divi, just because I want to learn it a little bit more. I have an Xtheme Pro 2. I have an extra license for that, but I'm going to use that for an affiliate case study that we'll do after we do this PPL one. So we'll use Divi and Gravity Forms and Yoast, set up our categories, set up our draft pages for the locations, and set up the homepage for conversions. And I also got to buy the phone numbers and set up the call tracking. I might do that on a video as well. So if we don't have that domain and we don't have control of that next week, that's going to be a lot of setup, mapping out, and talking about content, and setting up the call tracking, because we want to sell leads, right? So that's the goal. If you guys are following along, another niche to look at is pest control for PPL. We've been doing a lot of calling and had our salespeople calling pest control companies this last couple of weeks, and they're looking more than for PPL opportunities than they are for sales or SEO and web design. So I would think about that one too. Who do I use? Currently, I use Analytic Call Tracker, but I'm switching over to Call Tracking Metrics for that, because they have this cool geo-targeting thing. So I have 1-800 number across the entire site if I want to. And then based on the zip code or where the caller is coming from, it'll send it to wherever I want it to. So it'll go to either, when we first build them out, they'll go to a voicemail, but afterwards, Gabe uses it too. Right, perfect. I saw them at SMX events, so I figured I had some other PPL products going all at the same time. So we're just going to stick with what is good and what is working and what's cool. So call tracking metrics, a little bit more expensive than others, but for $99 a month, $100.50 for the phone numbers. As we scale this, 10,000 phone calls, maybe 50 numbers, you're looking at $400 a month. But if you're selling the leads for $20 a pop, and you're selling 200-300 leads a state, who cares? $400, that's easy. So that's a tax write-off. Okay, any other questions? Again, I do apologize. I wanted to do this at 2. Client calls came in, and at 5, actually went out and bought a new trailer to do some stuff. And then at 7, when I scheduled it again, it just wouldn't work for whatever reason. I spent a half hour playing with browsers, fighting with it. So thank you guys for being on live. I do appreciate it. And with all that, this has been a good one. Episode 64 of SEO this week. And I'll see you next Friday.